quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. The Giants at 5-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he rifles one incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Sermon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They'll look to throw here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here we go. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Johnson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurt. Hey, Cash. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. T.J. Edwards in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Buffalo 18.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing 12 yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. 2 minutes to... First half, it's 14-0. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges delivered to the NFL. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Willis wants to pass it again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyron Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Here we go, set.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run with Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
this one is down he goes. T.J. Edwards picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. It's Barkley on the counter. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Willis. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Willis with another keeper. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 2nd and 5. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Willis to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
This pass is caught by London.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 32 yards.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10. Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Come back, team. Come back. Hurry, hurry.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Check match. Rig alert. Buffalo 18.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give for Sermon running right. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running left is Sermon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.